So now we got to go in town and run a few errands for Ghazi. It looks like we need to get a special box of chocolates for his mom and a videotape. Quite far. I'm not going to spend too much time fighting a lot of these infected. I'm just going to try to get there the fastest way I can think. So I eventually do run through this tunnel here with no light source. I do see where they're at, but I figured if I just stay in the dark and hidden, they wouldn't see me as much. Those red ones on the map that are kind of running frantically, those are the ones you want to watch out for. If they detect you're nearby, they will chase you. You can do a pretty good job at outrunning them, but eventually they will find you if you're nearby. So this one looks like you have to pick the lock and see. I am just checking some of the other doors to see if they're open. That doesn't appear to be a door. Maybe if there's a way in from the top. The window. But it looks like I'm just gonna have to take a chance at picking this lock and hoping no infected walk up behind me. As you can see, I have 3. See, that's what's scaring me there. Just kind of came out of nowhere. With these guys, you don't want to hit them in the tank, so at that point I had no choice. The infected landed on that spike and caused the tank to explode. But I think I got lucky there because it didn't call too many in. But you want to kind of get rid of these guys quietly. As you can see, I hear that screaming and I'm just so paranoid that those frantic ones are coming. But I take the long way around. Maybe I'll come back to that particular part of the mission. I decided to run over to the second part of the mission to hopefully see if I can complete this one. That's not a door either. But pretty much same scenario over here. In fact, this one has more of the infected on it. So I'm debating on what I should do, because I don't want to spend a lot of time fighting. So I just checked that door to see if it in fact is closed, and it's locked. I'm just kind of sourcing through my inventory, seeing what is going to be the best use. I decided to take a detour and check out what's going on over here. And it looks like there is a civilian that needs help. So these are those frantic zombies I was talking about. Those are the ones that are going to chase you. The best defense against those guys really is to just find something to climb on top of, and in their effort to climb up to where you're at, you can easily strike them and knock them down. But when you have 2 or 3 of them, 4 of them, all climbing up the structure you're trying to stand on for just to remain, from getting hit, it can be a challenge keeping up with all of them. I stumbled upon a safe house, so I figured I'd just secure the safe house. A nice thing to remember too is that you can actually kick your enemies into these spikes and kind of get rid of them a lot easier, a lot quicker than having to hit them to death. You really have to line them up with that spike strip and then just kind of kick them into that, and they'll eventually get stuck on it. So that's a good way if you don't want to sit there and hit them forever. Again, you have to restart the breaker to fully... Here it is. So now I fully have secured the safe house that I stumbled upon. I'm still on the Ghazi missions. So I'm getting a little sidetracked here, but it's a good sidetrack because I now have a safe zone here. But I need to get back on mission. And I think I just need to do it before it gets any later, because I'm spending a lot of time not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I figured it's calmed down enough since I last went over here, so maybe this is my chance to hit this lock. And it looks like I did it first try, so that's good. Once you're in there,
not now.
The alarm will sound off, and you basically just gotta hit this button over here.
Gotcha.
So once we have picked up the tape, we can unlock that back door if we want. We don't necessarily have to go upstairs and handle that situation. We already have the videotape. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave that the way it is with those two and head to the second part of this mission here for Ghazi. Now, this is all locked, and there's tons of these infected around here, so I'm gonna have a heck of a time figuring out a strategy so that I can lure them away from that building, so I can figure out what I need to do. So I think I have a plan to just get them to follow me away, and then I'll use these spikes to kind of kick them into, so I'm not spending a lot of time fighting with them, you know. But the trick is getting them at the angle that you need so that they don't fall down and they eventually will go into the spikes. Now I got multiple of them. Alright, there's two. And if I have to hit them... Oh! There's more behind me. Okay, so let's just go over here. If I have to hit them, I will. But for the most part, I'm just trying to kick them into the spikes. And as you can see, they're getting pretty numbered over here. So I think I'll just try and play a confuse them tactic. And hopefully they're far enough away that they all far enough away now I can get this door open. So we're gonna get this door open and we're gonna get inside here. Now can you close it? No. Definitely gonna search the register. And it looks like we only have to worry about 2 in here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grab the chocolate that I need and search the rest of this kitchen. I can actually go through this door quick enough. I don't think there was anything else in there that I needed to search. I'll just go through this back locked door. Head back over to Ghazi. Pretty simple. It could have been a lot more simple, but I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what I was gonna do. And you're gonna get spooked. You're gonna have a plan to do the mission, and you're gonna somehow get sidetracked, and like I did. I decided I was gonna leave and come back, but I spent a lot of time doing that, unlocking that safe house, leading the infected away, and just to finally do the mission, and I'm headed back now, which is pretty far. No parachute. Can't just jump down right here. Gotta be careful jumping down. Back over here. And we need to finish up this Ghazi mission.
Yes?
Here's your movie and your chocolates.
Wait till Mom see this. Oh, Ghazi wins again. Hooray for Ghazi!
Right.